As we live through what the world is calling the worst pandemic since 1918, we're adjusting to what is called the new normal, with words like social isolation and social distancing as part of our everyday vocabulary. One borough's forward thinking has made these norms and behaviours more bearable. In 2008, the Borough of Hackney set up a festival called Hackney Wicked. Started by local artists and supported by its residents, this festival invites international artists and artists from the local area to come together and speak about art.
I'm talking to you on site from an installation that I'm doing in lockdown.
Jasmine says her work is an observation of the increasing mechanisation and control of the natural world and our reliance and relationship to technology and machinery.
We talked initially about the work I did in Hackney Wick, the large scale work down there, and how much has happened since July last year when I did that. And then we've had all this coronavirus. I've been in my studio for a few months.
On moving around the community, I was able to ask two questions. One was how many people had been to an exhibition or gallery within the last year, and the second was, should art be more interactive?
I'll show you around. Come in. So this is this is the back of my house, and this is where I do a lot of my work. And this is one of my installation pieces that I'm currently working on. So these are meant to hang in sets. So aside from painting, I do the installation work. And basically I'm usually always working on a couple of pieces at a time. So, and since the corona lockdown, I've started doing some drawing as well, so I'm going to put some drawings on my website as I go along, so if anyone wants drawings, to subscribe to that. And this is a really big work that I'm just about finished. I've just got to do some more fill-in, but it's a typical kind of geometric storytelling piece. So I've got the stairs and I kind of paint right intuitively, and for me this kind of looks like a whole coming together, and there's a whole lot of shifting and moving, and yeah, and it's the colour. I love using colour, and these colours are they're pretty dynamic. I've got another small one here too that I've just finished, and this is just like a small scale. Just using the geometrics to tell stories, and this one here is really how I feel. It's called Land Machine, and really very current, reflecting our current times when there's the realization that we rely so much on like machines, and like we don't really know how to look after ourselves anymore, and we need to kind of get back to the land rather than or back to basics in so many ways.
Vibrant, colourful and inspirational. These are the words that spring to mind when looking at Jasmine Mansbridge's art. The colours that she uses are extremely inviting and intriguing. A bit like being in a candy store, where one's eyes constantly dart from one corner to the next, looking for as many treats as you can find. Maybe it's down to her use of pastel primary and secondary colours juxtaposed with jet black. Maybe it's the staircases which feature in quite a few of her works, which begs the viewer to look further or ask, where is it leading to?
Everybody was going home, not just me, but everywhere, all over the world. We were all being, the coming together, the going back to our homes, and this global connection that we were all having through this one experience of being grounded. And when the work is done, I'm like, yeah, okay, so I have dealt with that feeling, and I've expressed in my own way what that feels like for me and how it's feeling like for so many people.
One thing this pandemic has showed me as somebody living in a community is that it's not just a vaccine that's going to cure or heal us of this virus. It's what I've seen with platforms like Hackney Wicked and artists like Jasmine's Mansbridge that has, through art, brought us together and made us feel that this is something that we're pulling through as a team. None of us can do this alone.